everybody. All right, so if you're just joining the VOD today, we gotta redo some things. We need to get off NFS. We're still gonna have the NFS mount so we can set up storage classes for Kubernetes.
July 3rd, 2025.
But
1 a.m. Text to speech disabled.
But we're not gonna do. We're not gonna spend a lot of time on that because I have a lot of stuff going on. So I'm gonna just hang out here for a second while I'm looking at what's going on at work. Really quick, make sure I'm not missing anything at work. I got work going on here. So I'm at work. So those of you who don't know. So I'm going to kind of trace up. Focus. Last night was Wednesday. Hey, Bellum. And we did a lot of fun stuff for beginners. So you can go back and watch that VOD if you want to do beginner stuff. The goal by the end of the day today, and it's going to be about a 6 or 7 hour stream. And the goal by the end of the day today is have Kubernetes to have successfully installed Kubernetes using kubespray on a Red Hat box remotely, and to have upgraded from 2.24.1 from kubespray to the latest, which I think is 2.8, which is N-1 from Kubernetes. I think it's 1.37, I want to say. So that's the goal. The goal for today is to go through that entire upgrade process, beginning to end, and to document that process in excruciating detail, using our own image and using our own kubespray submodule, so that we can keep things expanded. Now, I'm going to have to extend the kubespray submodule and instantiate the submodule in my CI/CD repo in order to replicate the steps that I have to do at work. That's a lot of stuff. If you don't know what that means, it's maybe not the stream for you today. This is going to be a highly technical stream that assumes a lot of advanced knowledge and skill at a professional level. So if you want to watch it and you want to just like take notes and stuff, that'd be great. But I don't have time to answer questions and stuff. Your cousin has early dismissal the day before the holidays. Yeah, our company does too, kind of unofficially. But as you know, I'm kind of busy, right? So I already sacrificed my holidays. So the two holidays I took last week to go to Kentucky. Oh my God, over 2 years of subscriptions from Bellum. Bellum's got to be like the best mod ever. Thank you for being here. What I'm trying to get at is my work also does. I'm trying not to blind you with my bald head. So my work's kind of like loose on vacation and stuff like that. So I took a couple days off last week in order to go see my kid, and now I'm giving those days back, so that when I take a week off later in October, it's not over my vacation time. So that's what's going on. In case you're wondering, I like to be fake Friday. Yeah, I like to be like really, really transparent with how I view employment. And actually yesterday in the team meeting, they called me out in front of like 30 people, and they said we were really glad to have Rob. This is his 1-year anniversary here officially. And that made me feel really good, actually, given all the stuff I've been doing and stuff I've been through, and that constant fear of like you're going to lose your job and stuff. That really went a long way to making me feel good about it. So I've actually been in this particular position for 5 years, but they brought me on full time. It's been exactly 1 year now. Yeah, I've only been FTE for 1 year, and that was I did that by default. I did that because I wanted to do that. I'll talk about that another day, but I deliberately did that because I wanted to. I thought being a contractor was going to be more flexible. You know what's happening to me since I started doing yoga? I'm wanting to work on the ground. I'm wanting to sit on the ground to work. I think I actually might try that today. I mean, like right now, I might try it because I used to work on the ground all the time. I'm going to try it. I still got to get rid of that. I don't know if this is the best place. This is a great thing about laptops. Oh my god, this is awesome. Oh my god, this is so awesome. Look, look, I'm like, you can see my crotch though. I don't want you to like look. Is it suitable? We gotta keep it suitable for work. Okay, that's weird. This angle is really weird. Yeah, because you're like, this is a, you know, I need a table. I need a desk. I need like a little desk right here. I could put a chair there. I'm gonna do that. Well, I mean, I'm experimenting. Give me time. We're waiting for people to come in. This is so comfortable though. I love it. I love it. I used to work like this all the time. I'm so happy about this. Wait, how do I make this happen? I gotta make this. Wait, wait, wait. Okay, first of all, let's do this. Let's make it. Hey, it's just, you can just see me. It's like normal. Yeah, that's probably fine, right? That doesn't look too weird. Llama, llama stay. That doesn't look too weird. I'm just gonna stay here. Okay, this is so freaking comfortable. I am so glad we found this. I can work like this all day long. This is what I used to do. Hello, chat. MS, how you doing? My day's good. I was just telling everybody. Pretty soon I'll be working from paddleboard. Why not? All right, everybody. This. I am so jazzed about this because I can go back to working. I'm sitting like half lotus while we're doing this work right now, and you can still. Can you still hear me? Am I too loud? I'm not too loud, right? I was like, everybody said I was yelling last time. Check, 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 check. I had that. Jordan, what's up? Thank you for the follow, Jordan. Um. All right. So now we know what I'm just gonna talk here. What was I looking at? I was looking at something at work. I was looking at something at work. As loud as ever. It's the same loudness. So just get used to it. Damn. Give me a second. I'm checking my chat at work. I'm catching up on messages at work. Give me a second. All right. I'm just confirming again. We did the whole patch thing and then they just sent us a how you doing, Hazuka? Welcome. Which plugin is being used to get the window behind the effect? This is just a Mac. That's all. I'm just using a Mac. I'm just using a Mac. You have to have an M4 Mac, and it comes with it by default. Nothing fancy. Okay, I'm gonna wait on that response. I'm asking at work about the other stuff. The loudness of Rob. The plants supposed to July. No plants. We're riding bikes today. I got my light on. I mounted my light this morning. You can go back and watch the vlog. You're excited to continue where I left off. Yes, I learned a lot of things. Is Selena going to join us today? No. Okay, so everybody who's here, this is a work day. So there's no beginner content today at all. The only beginner content will be on Wednesday. That's it. I'm sorry. I don't have enough time. So you can watch this, but I'm about to do real stuff. So those of you who are, once again, I'm going to say it. I said it already at the beginning, but now that more people are here, the next 7 hours is going to be the most advanced stuff ever with no explanation. So don't get frustrated by this, but I'm actually doing my job online. The job I got, by the way, on Twitch. I met somebody on Twitch. The missing tooth filter on the webcam. Lol. Predator say it seems like you're making progress on the kubespray thing. Yeah, we are. I'm making slow progress. All right, that's the end of questions. It's now time for me to get shit done. So we're in get shit done mode. Ready, set, go. I'm not working for Twitch. I got my job on Twitch. That means I met somebody on Twitch and I work someplace awesome that I can't say because that would be wrong. So, but you're welcome to stay here. Anybody's welcome to stay here, okay? That's all I'm going to say about that. My mods, can you help answer the questions now? If we get questions a lot, we're starting to get more noobs in here, and that's awesome. I really love it, but I'm going to need help moderating the chat a lot more. In fact, I'm getting a little worried because as I want to build the community with people who don't know, but I also want to not lose the dialogue I have with the advanced people I have when I do co-working streams. So I don't know how to do that other than to maybe depend on my mods a little bit more, but most of my mods have jobs, so they're like not watching all the time. I don't know how to address this problem, so hopefully they'll filter themselves. And I'll try to take breaks on occasion. I actually kind of need to do that. So when I take a break, I can like take a break and go read the questions and stuff like that. Okay. It works for the KGB. Oh my God, here we go again. You know what I love about this? I can actually lay down and work. Yeah, let me show you. We haven't dropped any packets yet, right? Oh my God, this is so awesome. It's like, oh, it feels so good on my back. It feels so awesome on my back. I'm so happy about this. Okay. Starting soon. Big bald Rob. I don't care. I don't care. I do care, but oh well. I just figured, okay, the first thing we need to do is we need to get off NFS because NFS is screwing up all my stuff. So we're going to do that right now. Those guys were single management clusters. Okay, Bubba, we did this already. We installed the OS. We added NFS mount, but we're going to delete the NFS mount. We added NFS, but I hate it. I absolutely hate it. We built the cluster, so this part's done. We need to get rid of it now. Yep. All right, so up NFS mount. What do we need to do today? Drop NFS mount for home directories. I don't want to talk about why. It's just stupid idea. I should never have done that. Where's your lefty? Yeah. So what do we do here? Drop NFS mount for home directories. We actually did this. We already have the steps for this. Bootstrap, Kubernetes. No. Actually, bootstrap Kubernetes Kubernetes explainable. This is the main thing we're going to do. Drop NFS on directories. Let's go drop the NFS directories. Who hasn't been around? Me or Tony Paul or somebody? Who was here that day? Dennis? What? I mean, I'm always up in it. Oh, Jalopy. Yeah. He just needs to realize I'm doing coding again. He sleeps during the time that I'm usually biking. He's up at like crazy early hours. Yeah. All right, we need to get on Waltz. We need to get on Waltz and do some stuff. So the first thing we need to do is run tmux because we want to have multiple things, multiple screens. We need to get out of /s. I actually think I'm going to leave the NFS mount there and leave it alone. I'm just going to change my home directory. This is the fastest way to do this. We're going to change my home directory so that it's back to home like it was. I log into Walt again and you'll see it'll be back. Now it doesn't log me in anymore. because I moved my keys. Yeah. The I kind of knew that was going to happen, but I thought it would be fun anyway. So where's proxmox? Come on, proxmox. Where are you? Where's proxmox? Why are you taking so long? Proxmox is not happy. I don't know why. Did I change it to 100? I think I did. No, that's home. Why is it taking so long? Did I turn it off? Am I on the internet? Boy, I hope not. She can't be dead. I was just connected to her. Do we change IPs? Oh, I'm there. It's fine. It's fine. It's just not answering for some reason. I wonder if the DNS is screwed up. It's not 8080. I think it's 8006. One thing's for sure, it's not happy. Oh, there we go. Site cannot be reached. Failing to respond to details. It's right there. Did I put 8? 1? Oh god, I'm such an idiot. Good catch. Good catch. Good catch. Oh my god. What would I be without you? Good catch. Excellent. Good catch. You saved me tons of time. Heisenberg. Walt. We need a console on Walt so I can turn my thing on. No, root's denied. That's what I thought. Because reasons. Oh, this is interesting. I can't log in. Is there not? Is it? Is there not a readout? Senior infrastructure engineer destroys his account and can't log into the machine anymore. I was just going fast. Let's see. This is bad. Yeah, I can't even log into the system anymore. Not even from the console. So that's like I have to rebuild Walt, which is fine because I have an image right here. Walt is Ubuntu. Shit. 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 I should have snapshot. I should have snapshotted. I should have snapshotted that Ubuntu image. I kept saying, no, I don't need to snapshot it. Oh, damn. Yeah, I can't even log in. I did not change the login. The problem is I'll have to reboot to get to the BIOS. This is kind of funny that I have to. This is going to take time, but whatever. That'd be if you're just new and you're watching this, you can like learn from my mistakes. Wait, how come I got on that time? What the hell just happened? What the hell just happened? That is not supposed to happen. Oh, you know what it is? It's because I'm not logging into SSH. Yeah, I never do this, so I totally forgot. I don't have a home directory, but who cares? Shit. That, you know what? I used to manage like thousands of local users, and it's only because SSH is denied remote login. It's not because I can't log in. I can log in, it's just going to dumb me out. Okay, yeah, anyway. Guys, it is what it is. Just, just hang tight here. Stay with me. I'm gonna move s/rdxrob. Wait, do we have a home directory? ls-ld home. Yep, ls-ld/home /rdxrob. Nope. All right, let's do a copy-r. Copy-r. Copy-capital R? Yeah. I think it doesn't matter. Man CP. It's different. BSD is different. Told you. Either one, lower or smaller. They made them the same. They used to be different, but they're not anymore. All right, so pwd, I'm just too old. Copy-r/s rwxrob into /home. Huzzah, permission denied, fuck you. Sudo make me a sandwich. And then ls-ld dot, shown rwxrob : rwxrob, oh, -capital R, this does matter. I'm going to change the ownership to the whole thing. I think shown -capital R rwxrob user and group of home /home rwxrob, and that shall do it. Except for I didn't do it as root like an idiot. So now we can do this exec bash -l and we get our login. Huzzah, including all my other stuff. Sudo woo woo, sudo, suwoo. Thanks, Spectre, for still looking at the man pages. Fuck yes. Every day, schizophrenic. Do you not? Yeah. Sorry for this forward. Suitable for work. I will attempt to make it suitable for work. Hey, look, I restored my account. What do you know about that? Also, NFS sucks for home accounts. It just does. All right. New yoga pose. New yoga pose. Change your yoga pose. I'm sitting in lotus again. All right. So I'm getting rid of that. If it starts to drop frames, let me know, okay? Please let me know if I start dropping frames. Fuck. This is Twitch. I already yeah, no. Thank you for getting this 15-inch Pixel. It's like so comfy on my lap. Doesn't even hurt or anything. I love it. I love it. It's like back to normal like I used to do. All right, what am I even doing? That's what we want to know. Drop NFS mounts for home directory. Got that one done. All right. You wouldn't drop any frames to Twitch, at least if you routed the feed through IRL token. No, the frame drops are from my computer. Yeah. I will, Bella, I'm going to do that eventually. Eventually, I'm going to send this OBS feed to IRL Toolkit so we have clips and stuff. But I'm not doing that at the moment. Yeah. I think, yeah, I can't talk about that right now. So, yeah. Then this will just be a camera. It'll be more lag, but who cares? Bootstrap Kubernetes, Ansible, install Ansible. Okay, so we got to install Ansible on here. Let's follow these steps here. It's going to be more bouncy. You guys are going to be bouncing around a lot more. I'm sorry. I just can't help that. Bell and arrow, absolutely. I love it, man. You know what my favorite thing is? I just have to turn the camera off and clips run up. Boom. It's like so freaking easy. I love it. Hash files. Okay, we can use the patch files. We can use the patch files, but we're not getting rid of the fork. Okay, good. Good. I'm gonna go ahead and document that part of it. I have some notes on that. I just have to get my notes over and flesh them out. I need to have that done by the end of the day today. Or soon. Sometime. So anyway. We're gonna actually follow that entire process right now. We need to get Ansible in here. And I think this involves, okay, so the step is install Ansible container name kubespray, create a container image, install Ansible. I think we already did that. I have my installers. Walt, wait, we have to do this on Heisenberg. What am I talking about? Hell, we don't have to do anything on I'm trying to decide whether we talked about this yesterday. Well, I'm trying to decide whether we're trying to decide whether to install kubespray and Ansible and all that stuff on Walt or Heisenberg. And I don't. So I think I'm just going to stick with Walt. Pre-management cluster, server inventory. I need to get Pandoc installed. Cryptome local share of M plugins, Vimdoc, Pandoc, simple syntax, Pandoc. Color name or number not recognized. I thought all this got fixed. I thought all that stuff got fixed. Guess not. I need a pillow. It's too hot on my lap. Ow. Ow. Um, I gotta merge this. I gotta merge a PR. Give me a sec. Why is it doing this stupid? You cannot access this right now. I hate this. I'll be there in a second. I'll be there in a minute. Melting my sperm cells. Yeah, I don't need them. Still the same thing. I hate this stupid authentication method. Your sign-in was successful, but you did not meet the criteria to access this resource. You're using a browser that's restricted by your admin. No, I'm not. I'm using fucking Chrome. I hate that this takes so much time. It's like shit like this takes way too much time. You cannot access this right now. This is so fucking stupid. I have to restart my whole fucking computer for this. I Microsoft makes such shit. It's so bad. It's so fucking bad. And I'm forced to use it. All right, I can't even do I approve this PR because I can't log into GitHub because of their stupid Microsoft OAuth authentication cookies are so fucked up. They think my computer is unauthorized and it's like a work issue computer. Now my computer won't even boot. There it comes, finally. You know what I need? I need to have um yeah, that floor is really dirty. I gotta clean that floor. That's the thing about working from the floor is it's like so dirty. There. Good time for Overwatch right now. It doesn't I still have the deadline just because I can't work doesn't take me to get rid of the deadline. It does in your book. Of course it does. You can walk away from your job. I can't. Hey, look, I'm logged in. I had to reboot. So stupid. So totally stupid. Your browser did something unexpected. Got it. Ram full. No. Not showing in the PR. I'll be back in a sec. You're in a holiday mood. shit, this is so cool. We're using the Linux kernel patching method to patch kubespray. I cannot wait to show you this. I need to learn it too. This is so cool. This is really, really cool. I wish I could tell you who my teammate is to give him props. He's come up with a really great way of extending kubespray. So yeah. All right, so let's actually start that. I'm going back to down dog. Or I'm sorry, to pyramid pose. Not pyramid, sphinx. What am I talking about? I'm going back to sphinx pose. So this is something I used to do a lot. I used to like switch poses. There's a lot of dog hair on this pad. I'm kind of afraid of it. Remind me to clean it. Crazy but awesome. Well, here's the thing, okay? It's already bad that we have to patch kubespray, you know, but we can't avoid it. And the best way to patch anything is to follow a standard patch method, right? The biggest sticking point of this entire thing was, as I was writing the upgrade documentation, I realized that they were not patching. You'll see, I'll show you. They were actually creating forks, complicated forks and branches within a submodule within their other submodule of the kubespray module upstream, but it wasn't even a fork. It was a clone that they maintained that then they had to set upstream to even see the diffs. And it was extremely complicated. It was almost impossible to know even what had changed from the baseline because you had to do it each incremental time. There was no way to see it. And I brought it to the team and they said, well, let's think about this. I've been talking about doing patching. And the patch approach puts all of our extensions in a single subdirectory. And then that subdirectory in our clone of the of kubespray actually has all the patches in it that modify it. So the advantage of this long term is that, yes, we're going to extend the kubespray image, but what we're going to do instead is we would have the image, we'd run it, and then at runtime we would apply the patch, or we would apply the patch to the image before it goes up. Either way, we know exactly what changed. So, for example, and we're going to get into this a little bit later, maybe today even, but we're going to show how there are some pretty substantial changes to kubespray that everybody should make that are not in the main yet. Like, for example, adding no proxy to HTTP proxy. And there are issues for this, and kubespray just is kind of sleeping on it because it's an open source project, so they don't get put in. So if your entire enterprise architecture is going to be depending on spinning up kubespray, this, random, open source in their spare time kind of project, you better damn well have a method of extending it safely, because there's going to be enterprise things. There are going to be things in your environment that you're going to need to do. You're going to need to add your own playbooks. And if you're depending entirely on kubespray, it's very, very likely that you're going to need your own extensions of the kubespray playbooks and roles so that you can get what you need for whatever your company's doing. In our case, it's machine learning stuff. So you got to have a solid strategy for it, not only extending kubespray safely, but doing it in a way that can be audited every time kubespray has an upgrade. If kubespray has an upgrade, you need to be able to look at all of your patches you've applied across the years and see, okay, first of all, what happened, right? What did they change in this version? Don't trust the release logs. Do a git dip of the previous git of kubespray version repo and the new one, and do your own dip and say, oh, okay, look at all the things they added. Oh, look at this. They finally added HTTP proxy support. Yeah. So they finally added HTTP proxy support, and we added our own, so we no longer need our own. But the only way to know that is to do a git dip against the previous version of kubespray and the new version to see what they changed, and then you have to evaluate that against your changes. But if you don't have a solid patch method, you can't distinguish who made the change. And that was the problem. The problem we were having was that we were just using Git for all of this, and we were doing different Git branches and stuff, and we have to change the upstream and everything, and we have to incrementally look at every upgrade that happened so far. So we couldn't, I was going through it, and I could not tell which things they changed and which things we changed. So that brought out this strategy of using Linux patch format, which we're going to get into today. We actually decided to use Linux patching as an approach, including the MIME headers and everything, that have the date stamps, that has a description, full email-like description of why the patches exist and everything. And the reason this is important is, let's say some newbie is coming along as being put in charge of like evaluating the next kubespray upgrade, which is usually really important because that also involves upgrading Kubernetes, period, and in production, no less. And inline in production. So you better know what the hell you're doing. So if you upgrade kubespray, then you can do that diff. The process becomes simple. It's like, look at the changes. Okay, now go look at our patches. What has changed in our patches? And yeah, this is absolutely a super common problem in open source. Because this does actually raise the question. I'm kind of glad we're having this open discussion about this, because as you say, this is across the board. This is a problem with open source projects of any kind. You can't. This is why Red Hat is so popular. The reason Red Hat's so popular is they've like bitten off the hard work of like making sure to keep upstream in line and everything, and you just trust Red Hat and don't ever change. There's no extension to what Red Hat does. You just use Red Hat. And there's a lot of companies that want to do that. That's why Microsoft's popular. It's why corporations love really shitty stuff. They don't want to do open source because they're afraid open source is going to diverge or it's not going to be supported or whatever. Regression testing, hell yeah. So see, that's exactly what I'm talking about. So the scenario that I painted for you, let's say they actually add the issue, right? So maybe, and by the way, this is not uncommon. So as a company, you say, hey, it would be really great if you had HTTP proxy support. So you submit an issue, you submit a patch to the open source project upstream, but it's not in yet. It hasn't been approved. You don't even know if it's going to be approved, but you need it. So you do that patch to your own fork, essentially, of this stuff, and you pray and hope they put it in. And when they put it in, then you notice it, you see it's in the patch, and go, oh, I can remove that from my patch now. I don't need it in my patch because the upstream is now fine. And because the patches have been saved in your copy of, or wherever you want to save it, but it's been saved in Git repos, you can actually look at the Git history against your patch files and see which files you removed over time. So like if HTTP proxy and if they added it to the upstream, right, it's no longer needed. So your Git history is then going to show that in your fork of kubespray, you have removed those no proxy things because they're now in the main one. And you can even say that in the Git commit. You can say in the patch, in your own Git history, you can say, okay, we removed these no proxy things because they accepted our patch upstream. It's no longer needed. Boom. And now you have a history. You may enter the EKS and AWS respect against building their own. Well, it wasn't my decision to build my own. Okay, that decision happened way higher than me. So, I'm like stretching my back. Oh, the actual cost of open source. Hell yes. Well put. Very well put. Very well said. Very, very well said. Totally. So yeah. I'm hungry. I can't explain it. I'm hungry. I'm going to eat. So there. Hey guys, when you get hungry, you should probably eat. It's just a thought. Just a thought. When you get hungry, you should eat. So I'm going to eat. I'll be right back. Eggs. Are we out of eggs? Damn it. I ate all the eggs. All right, fine. I'll have oysters instead. I know. I could put oysters. I could put oysters in my. Should I do oysters or sardines in my rice? What should I put in there? Oysters it is. And tomatoes. My tomatoes are going bad. I promise we'll get back. We'll get back to the here. Let me turn the questions on again. Wait. There you go. Starting to ask me anything while we wait. I should turn TTS on.
Text to speech enabled.
Oh boy, I'm running out of power. The phone is gonna die. When you're tired, you should sleep, but that's not very right. Go too far. I'm just gonna say all these have horrible vegetables. Horrible. I'm not buying. I'm gonna pay more money and buy them from Harris Teeter. I could first person this, but no. I'm really hungry. What's up with the yoga?
Schizophrenic web developer said, Rob is eating only vegetables, fruits and shakes. He will never got tiered.
Voice dirty. Because of this. Right here. This right here. That I have to get rid of that. I gotta start eating good so I can get rid of it. I could be like other guys and just be proud of my gut and make jokes about it. Give it a name. Like men give their beer gut a name.
Talisman Solutions said, much of what you do in a commercial enterprise depends highly on the level of technical sophistication and they are willing to sustain.
Absolutely.
A lot of companies aren't actually willing to pay for the in-house support that they need to support the cost savings they glean from open source.
Yes.
They mistakenly believe it's as stable as the commercial equivalent, which is supported by a ton of different dollars in fees and licenses.
You preach it, brother, preach. I think the dishes are done. So they're trying. Right. I should have made more, but oh well. Hey, maybe we'll go out and eat tonight. Fancy. Nah. I always eat shit when I go out. I probably should like cook up some onions too. I don't have time. I gotta work. I'm just hungry. What should we get?
Schizophrenic web developer said, Talisman Solutions, yeah, true.
I could probably eat a scallion or two. Like this. Green onions. Green onions. They're all backwards. Oh no.
Talisman Solutions said, even worse is the notion that the LTS version supports anything, that regression testing is actually done against all deployed features. It is not.
No.
The best release is often the incremental after the LTS version.
Yes. Absolutely. Which is why we're not upgrading to the latest. I can't make if I can't make a meal in 10 minutes, I don't eat. It's too much time. Almost done.
Schizophrenic web developer said, LTS is the long-term supported version.
Yep.
I don't know why the first LTS version is not well tested.
I don't know. Good point. You raise a very good point there. Who knows why? Too many onions. Who cares? Also, I feel like I want all the rice. I don't know why. I'm really hungry. Maybe because I just had a smoothie with veggies in it. Oh.
Talisman Solutions said, I make a mean 10-minute chili based on the Hormel product and some extras like Wyoming sourced ground beef.
Yes.
If you're divorced, eating chili for breakfast is a-okay.
Yes, that's a great idea. There you go, right here. My chili. That's a great idea. I love chili.
IB Anthropology Python said, low battery Rob.
What? You're making fun of me being fat?
IB Anthropology Python said, your laptop has low battery.
Oh, shit.
IB Anthropology Python said, and hello.
Oh, thank you, thank you. It's like everything's running out of battery. Thank you. How did you notice that? Wow, you're like on it. There's everything's backwards. I can't control that it's backwards. It's just
IB Anthropology Python said, Hackerman.
Hackerman. Rice bowls are really easy to make because you just cook rice and put shit in it, stuff in it. I don't think I needed anything else in here. Maybe
Schizophrenic web developer said, IB Anthropology Python. Yeah, how did you know that?
Put, I guess we could put some olive oil in there. There's already oil in the oysters, so.
IB Anthropology Python said, it's prompted in Obsidian.
Oh, Obsidian said it? That's interesting. Did not know that. Wait, what? Why am I missing a chair? Oh, there it is. I was missing a blue chair. I thought I had 4. A drink.
L Offsided Pixel said, Ivan is inside the house, that's how they know. Talisman Solutions said, jam sign rice and those tuna packets, 1 albacore and 1 lemon flavor.
Yeah.
Wasabi is a good one too.
Oh yeah, it is. That's a
Getting
great.
better at making rice in proportion using the
Yeah, that's a
measurement rule I gleaned from all the Asian streamers I follow.
that is a great idea.
Speech disabled.
I love that idea. I'm gonna do that idea next. Wasabi. Oh hell yeah, wasabi with Yeah. I could put some like seaweed leaves in here. It's just oysters and this will probably put me to sleep, but oh well. Gold's wasabi is the best sauce. Do you just buy the powder? You can just buy the powder though. I should try that. I don't know about that. I just buy the wasabi. You know what? Most wasabi is just horseradish, right? You guys know that? I'm gonna become an oyster after all the oysters I'm eating. I know. And they're so yummy though. They're so delicious. I normally would put eggs. I'd chop up eggs in here. I don't even know if I'm gonna eat the whole thing. I just am really hungry. Mukbang. Oyster mukbang. Oh my god, it's so good. Mukbang. Actually, it's mukbang, right? It's not mukbang. Guys, I am not a bud guy, but this is the cheapest. This is the cheapest zero alcohol beer that tastes okay. This is kind of a nice beverage, as beverages go. Same as you. You like rice? Yeah. I'm trying to figure out other fun things to put in here. You know what I mean? Why not sparkling water? I don't know. I'm not gay. What the operative ingredient to make egg fried rice? I don't like frying it though. Hot chili oil. Mmm. I thought I might get under your skin with that comment, Pixel. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Exactly. To quote Seinfeld from what, 1997? Nobody got that joke. Nobody got that. They have no idea what we're talking about. You got it? What? But are you master of your domain? I knew it was coming. As soon as you say Seinfeld, that almost immediately happens. Pretty soon we'll be like celebrating Festivus. I don't think you can overstate how deeply Seinfeld penetrated pop culture. That sounded really weird. I don't know where that came from. Or yeah, Seinfeld, like, how about permeate? How about that? That's better. This is actually, I know. That's what I'm saying. It's like people don't realize how much Seinfeld, dude, the guy's a radical right winger now. But I mean, God, that entire show, just everybody. Well, now we will have the airing of grievances. That's my favorite part. Oh my God. Don't make me choke. We will now have the airing of grievances. That is just so funny. Because that's what they, they, they basically took everything you do at a holiday and pretty much did it. They just put it into the holiday. Wait. Oh, I mean, he's not right wing. I probably overstated that. He's coming under attack for. I don't think it's just woke people attacking him. I think he's legitimately kind of, been influenced. I don't know. Go do it. Go do your own research. Oh God, what is that? Am I gonna get canceled? Where's that?
I got your message. I haven't celebrated Festivus in years. What is your interest? Just tell me everything. Many Christmases ago, I went to buy a doll for my son. I reached for the last one they had, but so did another man. As the rain blows upon him, I realized there had to be another way. What happened to the doll? It was destroyed. But out of that, a new holiday was born. A Festivus for the rustics.
As a rain blows upon him, I realized there has to be a better way. Oh my God. It's so good. Celebrated. Thank God said it probably is. But do they have the airing of grievances? Here we go.
What?
Nothing. It's a card from my dad.
Dear son, happy Festivus? What is Festivus?
It's nothing. It's not.
When George was growing up, his father did all the commercial and religious aspects of Christmas, so he made up his own holiday. Happy Festivus! Festivus. When George was growing up, his father...
Nothing. It's nothing. It's a stupid holiday my father invented. It doesn't exist.
Happy Festivus, Georgie.
A new holiday was born. A Festivus for the rustics. And at the Festivus dinner, you gather your family around and tell them all the ways they have disappointed you over the past year.
And is there a tree?
No, instead there's a pole. Requires no decoration. I find tinsel distracting.
Is that the pole?
George, Festivus is your heritage. Part of
I find tinsel distracting. You gather all your loved ones around you. And you tell them about how they disappointed you. Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm gonna choke. This is so funny.
who you are.
That's why I hate it.
Read that poem.
I can't read it. I need my glasses.
You don't need glasses, you're just weak. You're weak.
Leave
him alone!
I find your belief system fascinating.
It's a Festivus miracle.
Welcome, newcomers. The tradition of Festivus begins with the airing of grievances. I got a lot of problems with you people. Now, you're gonna hear about it. You, Kruger, My son tells me your company stinks.
Frank, no offense, but this holiday's a little out there.
Kramer, you can't go. Who's going to do the feats of strength?
How about George?
Oh my god. Who's gonna do the feats of strength? I forgot about that. The feats of strength. Oh my god. We're doing it. We're doing Festivus this year. We are totally doing it. We are totally, Lawandra, how you doing? We are 100%. No, I'm not left-handed. It's just, it flipped me. It flipped me. It flipped me. It's why my thing. You see, it says Namaste. It's backwards. I got flipped. I don't know why Max flipped you. Namaste. Yeah. Thank you. Lunch is almost over. We're gonna go back to work. But thank you for stopping by, Lawandra. I got a lot of problems for you about. I got a lot of problems with you people. I got a lot of problems with you people. And now the feats of strength. I find tinsel distracting. Oh my god, I love him. I just love that actor. That actor is so good. He's just so freaking good. Seinfeld's parents, they totally make that show. Seinfeld's parents. I'm not gonna force feed myself a steak at 4 o'clock. Yeah. I need to go brush my teeth. Oh, I realize it seems pointless to brush your teeth when you have teeth like mine, but might as well do it anyway. All right, friends, we will now continue with the assigned work for the day. So it's going to get boring now. I'm just saying. Some of these jokes, yeah, you get the jokes a bit differently. Really, really, I bet you do. The throwing rocks at Santa. Germanic sister, give me a surname. Yes. Murstein. Murstein. Yes. Absolutely. Yep. Yep. Actually I'm my Murstein is Swiss German. That's where it comes from. So yeah. All right, my friends, we're gonna go back to work here. So lunch is over. It's time to go back to techie stuff. So you come join me again later today. I'm gonna be right back on the bike riding around. If you want, if you happen to catch me during a break again, which probably won't be for an hour or two. Let me know. I'll be streaming all day today. I'll be here all night, as they say. Israel getting spit on Orthodox Jews. Oh boy, here we go. No politics. I don't know how he ever says, but yeah. I'm on the edge of being weird. Aw, Talisman, thank you for the cheer. Mullenstein. It sounds similar to, it is Mullenstein. That's exactly my name. They just changed the spelling. That's the ancient version of my name. In fact, my dad still puts an umlaut over the U. Yeah, Mullenstein. It stands for millstone. Absolutely. That's cool that you know that. You know how many people know that in America? 0. So, yeah, send me the polite cat, please. Yeah, anyway. Roberto Millstone, that's it, Millstone, yeah. Good spirits, guys. Keep at you. In Germany, nice. I mean, I'm the first one to make it not light, to make it heavy-handed and wrong. I accept responsibility for that. I do it all the time. So no hard feelings. Yeah. Okay. So anyway, you're from actually from Germany. Nice. That's so cool. All right. So we're building Heisenberg. Hey, there's something you can maybe relate to. Heisenberg. I am the one who admins the management cluster. This is my breaking lab that we're building. Heisenberg is absolutely giant. Yep. The Weinhardt. Yep. Yep. If you know Breaking Bad at all, which that's what this is Breaking Lab. That's where all the names come from. All right. So where are we? We need to get Ansible and kubespray installed on Vault, and I think we've already have that. I don't quite remember. Let's start tmux up over here. And so yeah, let's get another one here. We're gonna go into the dot files, install 1, 2, and I'm pretty sure Ansible is already on here. We had problems with Python last time. We're still having problems with the colors, but I don't want to mess with that right now. We're gonna go ahead and install Ansible on here. I'm just gonna rerun the installer. I'm pretty sure it's all here. I think we had a problem. We had a problem with the Python stuff, and that just killed completion, and we disabled it in the completion. I'm not gonna fix that right now. So actually, let's go ahead and do this. Let's open an issue on it. So check this out. This is a GitHub thing. Git issue create, and I'm gonna say fix install Ansible so that Python completion works. And go ahead and add myself an issue, and now I can do gh issue list. And if you want, you can do issues. I have an issues command. Shows me all my issues. And so yeah. So we do that. Yep. So that needs to be done. The other thing we were installing was kubespray. We actually no, we never made a kubespray installer. And honestly, you do not install kubespray. What you do is you use the Git repo. So we're going to do that. Yeah, it's pretty cool. So I can put, like, for example, gh repo view will give you the overview of the repo. Or you can do gh repo repo view web, and that will fire up a web browser. In this case, it's not on my laptop, so it's open in links, but it would open up your web browser if you were, there. So yeah, so let's say, so to do, yeah, so I think that's it. I think Ansible is installed. What are our other to-dos? The other to-dos are in here. Containerd, we have an install Containerd, which I'm pretty sure we did already. I need another window. cd dot install Ubuntu. Vault's Ubuntu, everything else is Red Hat, Rocky. And then Containerd. I'm pretty sure Containerd failed yesterday. I wrote this rather involved application to get the latest version of Containerd installed. and it's probably much easier to do that now. But and I think this has CNI stuff in it, which is Kubernetes related. There might be an easier way to get containerd at this point. I'm pretty sure we have it. Yeah, we have a running containerd. So yeah, it says starting containerd service container runtime similar to libs. Up CNI bin cannot open no such file directory. So we did not install the CNI. That's a Kubernetes related thing. I don't know why that's in my install script. I think it's because I wrote the install script when I was doing kubeadm installation of Kubernetes. And I don't know why I have a CNI reference in here. CNI is the container network interface references. Install containerd CNI plugins. So op CNI bin. I'm not sure how CNI is built. So I'm going to ask my AI. How is CNI? I can't remember if it's a kubeadm thing or if it's something we have to build. So I'm going to ask for help. So CNI plugin like Calico plan. Okay, that's what's going on. So yeah, this doesn't work. I probably should update this. I'm just going to add a thing. I'm going to add another issue. I'm going to say issue. I'm going to say check or opt CNI install containerd. I got a problem there. Not all installs are Kate's related. So I just gonna put an issue there to go fix that to remember it later. I don't want to work on it right now, but I don't want to forget. Yeah, I did all this stuff when I was doing kubeadm. I set up my first cluster using kubeadm. This one's using kubespray. So I wrote a bunch of scripts to help me out. That's what these are. So yeah, Calico, for example. In fact, we're not going to be doing these installers for Calico at all. We're actually going to make a Kate app, and we're going to use CI/CD and GitOps from a job in Kubernetes and an Ansible playbook to deploy all of that eventually. We're going to try to get all that done this weekend, actually. So that's a lot of work, I understand, but that's what we're headed to. That's what we're going to do. So I assume the container is here. If we oh, this is the problem. This is what triggered all of this. So I started using Podman just to make sure it was working, right? And I was starting to get errors because it's looking in /s, right? And I'm pretty sure I screwed up Podman by having it not see the right thing. Okay, so we're in home now. I'm actually gonna go back into dot git grep /s. We have a slash. I wish git grep was pro regular expression so we could use a boundary match. I don't think we can. I don't think we can use boundary matching. I wish we could. Oh, we can. Shit. No, we can't. No. Wait, can we? That's not a boundary. Oh wow, we can do boundary matching in git grep. Wait. Is /b which style of regex supports /b? This is a word boundary. It usually means a blank or whatever. .NET, Rust, Go. Wait, what? I thought Go was supposed to be Pro compatible. It appears you are wrong about Go. B is supported in Go, but B or non-word boundary is not. Oh, interesting. What about git grep? Pro compatible regex mode. -P enables it. Git grep -P. This doesn't make sense. This is the kind of thing I have to find out. I can't just leave it. So I know it's stupid, but I gotta know. I just gotta know. I'm me. If your Git is compatible with PCRE support, most modern Git builds are. So may just work without -B because your Git was compiled using use PCRE. It silently does. God, this is great news. I've been thinking this whole time git grep didn't do that, so I wrote my own grepall using the Perl version. To confirm you can run git grep --help grep-i Perl. I love my AI. Thank you, Chloe. Git grep, pro say use pro compile regular expression for patterns, blah blah blah. If you see use pro compatible regular expressions, then it's officially supported, but it still might be not going to be enabled by default. If it's working on your system with SP, that's great. Just be aware it's not portable across systems. Okay. How can I confirm it was compiled with PCRE default? Last little thing I gotta know. If it's easy to check, I want to just check it. Git grep debug. This sometimes shows the behavior, but it won't say if you have to use an intentionally invalid PCRE. This confirms PCRE is working if the error message is PCRE specific. If Git outputs beta and Perl invalid Perl expression. It did it. It absolutely did it. Fatal Perl regular expression -K is not supported. That makes me think it's not. This is so weird. Why am I doing this? I don't know. zlib curl shell pass size of it doesn't have it. It doesn't have it. I'm super confused. But I don't care. It seems to have found it still doesn't answer the question, right? I thought maybe I had something here that was built on that, but I guess not. I think I need to restart Podman. I think I killed myself here. I should probably uninstall Podman. I wonder if they'll get rid of my config files. I have to fix that. Your technical processing commands for markdown, blah, 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 commands or syntax. Function of the script. Local share bin plugins, bin like simple syntax, blah, blah, blah. Color name or color or number not recognized. This was working there just fine before. Why did it stop working? Getting distracted, I'm sorry. How does it not support hex? This is not true. It supports actual color. I know it does. Hmm. It could be my term set wrong. I mean, I maintain that, so I'm gonna go fix it. 142. This is just a lot of weird stuff happening. I made this plugin because the pandoc syntax people didn't want to do what I wanted. First Vim plugin I ever made. And it looks like I got something wrong. 142. Geometry. Geometry. Eight, nine. It's not there. Why isn't it there? Did it not pull down the right file? This is very weird. I don't get it. It's not even in there. But it's not. ASCII.doc is awesome. I really love it. I use it for my books, all my books. It's way better. It's way, way better for book writing. I really don't understand where it's getting that from. There's literally, that number does not exist in my entire Git repo. So I'm at A9B6. A9B. That string does not occur anywhere. Anywhere in this repo. So I'm really surprised. I I don't understand. I'm Hortic Shrub, local share Vim plugins. Not local share. Did they get changed somehow? Vim. Vim Pandocs. This is the same repo. I'm telling you that thing is not here. Yeah, it's not. ASCII.doc is not what we think. That's just the name of it. This is like really fucked up. And I'm getting an error that has nothing to do with reality. Error detected while processing buff read post auto commands for blah. File type auto commands for blah. Syntax auto commands for blah function. 6 synset script home rob local share vim plugins blah syntax pandoc.vim. Line 666. Error color name not recognized. This is not a thing. It does not fucking exist on my system. So I'm kind of pissed off because that is not on my system at all. It's like it does not exist. Six, 666. It's not there. You see? Yeah. That's the line. Something is wrong. It makes me wonder if somebody hacked me. Because it's the mirror message is 666. I don't, guys, I don't know what's going on here. It's making me crazy. I don't have time for this shit. So much for my bike ride. Just lost it fucking around with NeoVim. Where is he getting that from? I think it's a Western config thing. Not that, but something related to it. Same problem. There's no fucking C term FG. That does not exist. I do not know what the fuck this thing is talking about. This plugin line does not exist. Shitty NeoVim. Watch it not happen with Vim. Nope. Vim is just fine. It's a fucking NeoVim bug. Join the club. This is people get mad at me for harshing on NeoVim. This is a good example of why. Vim has no problem with this. NeoVim is shit. It's broken on something that doesn't exist because it's got shitty error detection. It's telling me that this file has another thing in there, and it absolutely doesn't have that at all. So that means there's some shit that's broken in NeoVim. If I open this exact same file in Vim, it works without a problem. And it loads my plugin even. That's what that line is right here. This right here, that's from my plugin. Oh God. What'd I do? Anyway. Good old NeoVim. Another shitty error that doesn't matter. I'm fucking tired of like debugging NeoVim shit. Just, yeah, I can't get that hour back trying to make up for your shitty bug. It doesn't happen to be his code either, no. This is not a plugin bug because it worked. Okay, tell me how you would interpret this error. Error detected while processing buff read post auto commands for Markdown. File type auto commands for blah, syntax auto commands for blah, function script, home, blah, 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 blah. So this is where it's good. That line does not exist. Color name or number not recognized. Line 666 in this directory does not exist. So I'm starting to think that this is, plus it says line 666, which makes me think that it's actually just a fucking, I think this is actually a hack. I'm starting to think it might be a NeoVim hack because reasons. It doesn't allow hex triples, but the point is it's not there. Look, it doesn't exist. It doesn't exist, friends. Yeah, it doesn't. This file right here does not exist in that file at all. And that's the plugin I made. I thought, oh, I made a mistake. Nope, it's not there. So the best thing I can do is go into the, I'm going to try one other thing here. CD dot local share Vim. Is it Vim or NeoVim? Okay, let's do this. Grep all, and we're gonna put that actual error. This key 1A9B5. I don't use any of these colors, by the way. It's Groovebox material. That's where it's coming from. That explains a lot. That explains a lot because my Groovebox is not working. And that's where it's getting it from right there. The Groovebox material plugin is failing to load. That's got to be it. That's the only place that number exists. That would explain a lot because I've been complaining about how my colors are weird. They're not the same dark color that I had them before. The line 6 is high def link pandoc put no block comment. Yeah. Yeah, I know. I already looked at it. I opened it up. I opened that exact file up because I know where it is. I made it. It's like. Plug in. No. Is it syntax? Yeah. 666 go. There. That's the one, right? This is a line. This is a totally valid line. By the way, I didn't write this part of the code. They came up with this. It doesn't even have ctermfg in it at all. It's not even there. That's what I'm confused by. That they're trying to tell me that that's where the error is. It's not. So the only reference in my entire plugins directory to this color is in Groovebox material, which means it's getting replaced somehow and it's causing the problem. Which means they probably broke Groovebox material. And you know what? I don't think Groovebox material is even loading because it's not, it doesn't look at all like it looks on my Mac. I think Groovebox material is tanked. And I'm getting the default colors. I would bet you anything that's what's happening. Because I'm not able to see it at all. That's why I'm using, see, I'm getting desert right now. Oh, and now I have another error. No, it's doing Groovebox material. Groovebox material is just having trouble. I know, I hate this. I hate this. Wait, what? Oh, it wasn't Markdown. It only happens on the Markdown stuff. Yep. I mean, I guess I could disable my Vim plugin, but I don't want to, and it works fine in Vim. It just doesn't work in this shitty NeoVim. I mean, I just want to shut that fucking error up, honestly. I don't want to see that every day. I'm gonna lose my zen from that. Shitty NeoVim error. These colors are all wrong. They're not supposed to be that dark. They're supposed to be slightly lighter than that so you can read them. And that's not my fault because this is all working right now on my Mac without a problem. Same exact stuff. So some shitty thing on Linux is doing this. And I don't know what it is. Now I get a different error. Well, look at that. Okay, now I have to deal. No, wait, we are not. We are not doing default colors for Pimpandoc. Absolutely not. This is insane. This is the default colors. They're horrible. They're horrible. Lua has another problem. What was the problem at the time? Wait, what? Error call, blah, 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 Lua. Oh, I commented it wrong. Sorry. I commented it wrong. I used the hashtag because I'm dumb. Right. I mean, that's not bad. But it's kind of lame. I mean, I made a really great extension to this and it's completely lost now. Yeah. I mean, even despite the error, it's still better. This is way better. And that's my plugin. I'm keeping it. I wish I knew where to change it. I can't change it. If I can't change the Groovebox thing because it's upstream, it'll get overridden. Oh, 42 C term 42. Oh, hey, you doing, sis? Sisyphus? I wonder if it's the line on the end of that. I doubt it. But... This is the problem right here. I'm not using anything. I'm doing the right thing. I'm using proper names. What's happening is Groovebox is changing those values. A Groovebox plugin is changing the values. That's what's happening. Because that's the only explanation. Because it's the Groovebox is the only place that that line even exists. So it could be that the Groovebox theme is not compatible with NeoVim for some reason. It was before, so it's no longer compatible. Maybe it's I got just a better version of it. Oh God. Well, that's worse. Now it's getting a different number. Look at that. Okay, the answer is Groovebox doesn't work with I don't think we need screensavers. No, you don't need them. I don't like saying this, but the answer here is to stop using Groovebox material because it's not compatible with NeoVim, obviously. Or actually, is that true? That's right. Let's prove that. So Harmless RF. I'm burning way too much time on this. I need fucking. I'm not doing any Kubernetes. I'm fucking with my editor. This is why people hate NeoVim and fucking editor shit. They just want an editor that works. They don't want to lose 3 hours debugging their editor. Calm down, Rob. Calm down. This is a NeoVim issue. This does not happen with Vim. This is me with no plugins. This is the default colors using Vim and NeoVim. NeoVim is not Vim plus some extra stuff. Absolutely not. That is not true. It's a complete rewrite of Vim, and that's why it sucks ass. Because it keeps doing this shit. And I convinced myself to use NeoVim because it does have cool things. And now I'm losing 3 hours at my hourly rate fucking with it. And then all I'm doing is like proving to everyone that they should just use VS Code and be done with it. But if you think VS Code is easier, all right. You don't think so? All right. I'm sorry. I'm getting so upset. I'm really trying hard to keep it together, but I am failing. I've got to turn Groovebox off. That's the only answer. Where's Groovebox? Did I already turn it off? I want everybody to know this is working without a problem on my Mac and it has for several years. And this is something to do with Ubuntu and Linux. And I do not know what it is. So, and the new version of NeoVim. They broke something on me, and it's now I have to face the price. Wait. We gotta find a different Groovebox material. So yeah, so this okay, so you see how it's using NeoVim now, and it's not airing out. So we disable Groovebox. As soon as I turn Groovebox on, wait. Actually, no, let's do this. Let's do plug install. I need to get all the plugins back. It might be another plugin that's causing the problem. So let's try it. Let's actually go edit now. Yep. Look at that. That plugin does not have the problem in it. I already... There are no colors in that plugin. Now you get, this is the default Pandoc editor, which sucks ass. The default Pandoc colors are horrible. Yeah. Markdown's not so bad. Maybe I should just get rid of the Pandoc type. That might be what I do. That may be what I need to do. And just get rid of Pandoc completely. Yeah. I didn't want to do this right now, but I'm doing it. That might actually allow me to use the box material again. All right, let's change the file types and just call it a day. Pandoc formatting is so much better. It is. It's 1,000 times better. We just have to remove the Pandoc markdown. I'm getting rid of Pandoc's entire thing. Okay, this is not bad. This is not bad. So, years ago, I added Pandoc and flavor markdown. There's things I like about it still, but this is plenty good. This is plenty good. So there's so much for that. This is fine. This is fine. Plus the stuff is better. You should probably listen to the meeting. Yeah, don't blame me. Wait, why isn't my BIMRC being updated? Is it not linked? God damn it. I don't think it's hard linked. Or soft linked. Because of the stupid S thing. Oh my god. I cannot believe it. Okay, wait a second. This is all because of NFS. I am watch. Yeah, it didn't symlink me. This is fucked up. What? This is all because of NFS. It's now symlinked. It's got the bad one in again. But now it didn't. Now look, it's not throwing the error anymore. It's not Pandoc. It is Pandoc. Wait, what? What the hell is happening? Okay, well, this was all caused by NFS. Yep. So I could probably leave material in here. Yeah, material's all fine now. It's like better. The comments are better. I mean, they're dark, but getting rid of Pandoc completely. This is fine. I don't know about ASCII doc. I think our plugins are gone again now too. I was doing /s and I was mounting my home directory, and something about how Vim has to load syntax files was failing because probably because some of the syntax files were on the system and some were not in the NFS mount. I don't know, but I don't care. I just want it to work. In this particular case, the symbolic link that was created by setup did not work. And that's one of the main reasons. That's because I know that because I was just making changes to vimrc, and it was the actual files instead of the symbolic links. So I had to rerun my setup program. I don't think this is a theme. What is it? Yeah, it's using desert. That's what I thought. I thought it was using desert. This whole entire stuff is not working anymore. That's getting better, but it's not there yet. God damn it. The reason for this is because it has to do it later. What? Groovebox is totally busted, people. I don't know what happened. Groovebox is 100% broken. I need to find a better Groovebox. The thing I hate about this is that this forces me to only be able to use it if I have Vim, NeoVim. I don't like that. This has to go into lazy dynamo. I don't have lazy. Lazy loads it after everything else is loaded. I'm gonna have to take a break after this because I'm like really pissed off. This is such a fucking waste of time. Oh God, that's much worse. This desert again. Close to the television, but now we say close to the monitors. Yes, we do. I don't understand. It's the problem is the order. It doesn't work, but then if I do it here, it'll work. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't give a shit anymore. Fucking editors. Fucking shitty NeoVim. This is NeoVim's fault. I want everybody to be really clear. This is because NeoVim is shit. This is not user error. This is using fine everywhere else than it has for 10 years. And now it's like fucked up because I use NeoVim. And it was fine on NeoVim all year, and now it's not. So, I don't know. I'm going to prove it to you. If I open a new terminal, if I open a new tab right now, using exactly the same configuration on Mac, and I open up the README, it doesn't have a problem. Everything is fine. Everything is perfect. This is only because something about how NeoVim, the current version of NeoVim, which is installed on my new machine, Linux machine, has broken backward compatibility somehow. And it pisses me off because this stuff all works. And this other stuff does not work. So there's no error message, no nothing. It all works. And that's exactly the same docfiles config. Nothing has changed in here. I mean, you know, other stuff, but not that. Add a Terraform. Okay, so that's the thing. I forgot to add that. I can't. I gotta take a break. This is pissing me off. I gotta take a break, guys. I'm gonna leave.